Stress management coaching. Feeling stressed? Looking to help somebody with it? You've come to the right place. When we can live life on our terms, on a holistic level, taking into account not just our business lives, but also our health, all of our relationships, from friends, family, partners, the world changes. All right, so when it comes to managing stress, if you're looking for a stress management coach, these are the areas that we focus on. But if you're also a coach looking for tools and techniques, that's what we're going to hit over the next few minutes. Now, some of the main things to think about are, if you're living in a stressful spot, realistically, you're probably more in a reactive state rather than a proactive state. And what I mean by that is that you're in a spot where you're probably reacting to everything that just keeps coming at you, rather than finding the time to be able to slow down, step back, and really define where you want to go so you can proactively go after those things. Now, obviously, sometimes we have additional things that come in. Sometimes there's financial stresses that we've made some mistakes and gotten into, or maybe there's relationship, maybe there's going to be health, a variety of different things. It's not just business. But when you do this, to start with, we need to figure out and assess where we are. So whenever I'm working with leadership teams, individuals, or CEOs around the world, the primary things that we need to do are one of 4 steps: stabilize, visualize, strategize, and execute. How can people learn to stabilize? And this is one of those areas that stabilization is going to help immensely for you to start coping with and actually being able to manage your stress. So when we talk about stabilization, the first step with that is to create awareness. And if you like, you're welcome to go to our website, Life On-Your Terms. It doesn't cost you anything. And you go down about halfway down, we have an exercise called the balance wheel. Now, this tool is intended to create awareness to understand where you are. Now, people are like, well, dude, I already know I'm stressed. I'm a mess. Okay, take a breath. Creating this awareness is going to actually help you find 2 things. One, where are you doing well? And let's start to celebrate some of those victories. That's a positive. But then look at the other areas around that. And so you go through, do the balance wheel exercise. It takes about 10 minutes or less, and it's going to give you immediate results. It may look something like this. And it looks at your entire life on a holistic level that'll help you address these things. Now, people may say, well, dude, it's business. It's only at work. No, I'm going to disagree with that. Because if you're stressed at work, you're going to bring it home. It may impact how you sleep. It may impact that you're not doing your exercise or your physical fitness. It may impact the relationships at home. That's going to make things compound. So starting with a holistic assessment, define where you are initially. That's the very first step. And then you can go through and start to pick where are the areas that, hey, I'm crushing it in this. That's wonderful, and celebrate those. But then also create an awareness of where are the areas that maybe we've got some opportunities for growth. Now, the challenge for many of us is when we're stressed is we just feel overwhelmed. It's like, oh, I can't even breathe, can't do anything. And as a result, we do absolutely nothing. So with this, the first step is, once you identify these things, start to think about 1 or 2 small things that you can do to improve one of those areas. Now, I've had it as simple as people choosing to leave their phone in the other room at night so when they sleep, so they're not scrolling. Therefore, they sleep a little bit better. It makes a big step. Therefore, they wake up a little bit more rested. We talk about as simple things as setting your intentions and gratitudes when you go to sleep, being grateful and setting a positive intention. Waking up, doing the same thing. Investing time, quiet time, going around where you can think. 15-minute walk in the morning with no devices is worth so much more than 20 minutes on Facebook. When you walk, you're starting to stimulate a whole bunch of other chemicals that are going on in your head. If you're outside, it's going to help you sleep better. And it allows you to see, what am I grateful for? And then also, where are those opportunities? What do I need to start to get stronger? Now, I wish I could just snap my fingers and there was some magic remedy, there was some magic pill for stress. And other than, Xanax or something like that, which just knocks you out, there isn't. So, but if you can start to stabilize and you find those little bits of arbitrage, and it gets a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, and a little bit better, it'll work. The whole intention, again, is how can you transition from a reactive state to a proactive state? So as you start to do this, then you're going to start to identify, where do I have these challenges? Where are these primary areas of stress, and how can I address them one at a time? Now, another area that you can do this with, because one of the big things when people are stressed, 99% of the time they don't have enough time. So 2 things when it comes to managing your time better. Number 1, how can you be ultra present in whatever you're doing? If you're ultra present for the people you're around, the people you're with, you're gonna have to tell your employees stuff less. You're not gonna have to say the same thing 5 times because you're looking them in the eye, they're gonna connect with you. It's gonna be more engaging, more effective. If you say, hey, look, I'm going heads down for a while, and you lock your door and say, nobody's allowed to come in here unless the building's burning. You can stay focused on those things and be ultra present when you're doing that and start to incorporate different tools from time blocking. Saying, all right, I'm gonna do this for 2 hours, all devices off except focused on this problem. How do you start saying, okay, I wanna check and maybe I'll work on my emails, but I'm gonna do it twice a day instead of 18 times a day? There's a whole bunch of different tools, and we talk about this and other things on this channel. But when you start figuring out how you can start doing that time management, well, the surprise that comes up is then you start to have extra bandwidth to really take a step back, maybe go for a walk in the middle of the day and think about, all right, what are those areas that are really challenging? What are those areas that are really stressing me out? And how can I start to be proactive with them, even if it's a small step? So it's these types of things. And I've worked with people literally all over the world, all the way up to big public CEOs. This is the type of thing that helps transition people from that reactive to proactive state where they go from being a stress monster to cool hand Luke. That's always the objective. So if you found any value in this, hey, love to hear any notes, or please subscribe, check out some of the other videos. And if you're interested, if you're a coach, we do offer a certificate, a coaching certificate that allows you to have access to all these tools and 100 more that empower you then to use these tools to help people figure out, hey, what is the best way that we can do some sort of management around stress and for you as a coach. So if you have any questions, let us know. Keep smiling.